Good night to everybody. This is the Calypso Racing Series. This is Sprint Series Season 1, Race 1. Tonight we have the likes of Doseso, Andrew Marsa, Trinilayo, Silver Turkey, Red Room, Tony Craze, Peanut, Pitbull, Clean Films. So far, seems like we're in the warm-up period. We're just about to start qualifying in about 5 minutes. Also waiting to see if we're gonna get some more commentators on tonight. I'm your host for tonight. My name is Mark Pogson. I am the head of Trap Speed Simulators. If anybody's interested in doing any live streams, GT Sport, as well as any PC-based games, iRacing, Assetto Corsa, please give me a call. Or if you're interested in live streaming, I will be able to accommodate you, as well as other sporting and esports events as well. Trinilayo here, as he's sporting a wonderful AMG Mercedes-Benz. Known as a car that is pretty good all-rounder, maybe a little bit of an understeering type car, but very forgiving to come on the throttle from very early. We have Tony Craze in the Chevrolet Corvette, which is known as a car for very, very fast acceleration. Very fast car overall. Some people may say that the Corvette currently is a little bit has a little bit of an advantage over most other cars currently, as well as the Dodge Viper. We have Peanut currently in the Hyundai. Hyundai has had quite a bit of updates recently and has become a car that's very competitive. We have Red Room in, I believe, the Aston Martin. Very nice car, fast in a straight line. Maybe not the best in turning into corners. Doesn't suffer that much understeer, but its initial turning is a little slow. Heading down to Silver Turkey in the Mazda. The Mazda is a great all-arounder. Maybe lacks a little bit on the top speed, but very, very good handling car. Very good to manage fuel and tires as well. So the Mazda is a great choice here by Silver Turkey. And we have Island Paradise, Stephen Hussain. He has chosen the Dodge Viper. This is definitely the controversial car right now that everybody's talking about. That is maybe a little bit, how can I put it quite nicely, a little bit advantageous over the other cars right now. It has a tendency to to be very easy to come out corners. You can go throttle very early, and it does not lose traction. As well as it also brakes very quickly, and it has a ridiculous acceleration on top speed. So no real disadvantages on the Viper right now. It's not bad on fuel either. It's about average on tire wear. Going on to Pitbull has also chosen the Dodge Viper. Tonight's series is a series that is dictated by manufacturers, so there will be only 2 manufacturers allowed to be chosen within all the competitors of tonight. So this is the second Dodge Viper. There will not be a third Dodge Viper. There are only 2 selections for each manufacturer allowed. I'm kidding, because obviously chosen the second Corvette that's allowed on the grid. Clean Films is also on the Mercedes AMG. And Doseso, Andrew Marsa, is out there in a, looks like, actually no, I'm not sure. Could have been a monster livery with that green, black and white, but I'm not thinking so. I think it's probably just based on those colors. I wonder if we're going to have any other commentary tonight from any others. But so far, we are still in our warm period, I believe. Let me have a check on the group and see what's going on. Been told that Garvin is coming to join us on commentary tonight. So I see that Garvin has joined us. Garvin, can you hear me there? No news from Garvin just yet. He may be just joining us. As we go back to Trinity Lion field, just making his left turn over a sharp right turn there. The AMG Mercedes is a car that I don't expect to be able to do fantastic times. Tonight I expect to see the 127s, mid 127s, 128s, maybe on the slower section. I would say the high 127s. If somebody does a 126, well, that'll be very, very surprisingly fast time. Maybe something Andrew could pull out. Steven also, very, very fast driver in the Dodge Viper, very fast car. Look out for him, unless he has an unfortunate night. Tony Craze in the Corvette, fast in a straight line, also fast out to the hole. Peanut in the Hyundai. Garvin, are you there? I don't think Garvin's ready to join us just yet. So yes, a little bit of echo on your microphone there, Garvin. But no problem. I'll just continue blabbering on as best as I can. So we head back down to Silver Turkey, who's made an unfortunate sand trap pass there. He's gone off track there. Trinity Lio. So Danny boy has reached, which a lot of people were worried if he were going to make it tonight. He was out looking like he was doing some tuning or some work on his car earlier. So good to see Daniel make it in time tonight. A couple of the past races he actually came a little bit late and missed on the races. Matthew, pretty much new to this group of races we have here tonight, so I'm waiting to see what Matthew has to offer. He's chosen the Evo 10 car that is actually done quite well. Another all-rounder kind of a car. It's maybe not very fast out in the road compared to the Subaru, but it will probably be, once it gets going, it probably will put on a faster lap time than the Subaru should be able to do. It's known for having very good brakes. Other than that, it's kind of an all-rounder, but not a bad choice at all for this truck. Go back to Pitbull here in the lovely Trini colours of the Dodge Viper. Clean films in this brilliant purple and yellow. Very, very interesting colours to choose. So we have the warm-up beginning in 5 seconds. Oh, there we have Bob Real chosen a Ferrari. Interesting choice. Ferrari can be a car that's a little bit unforgiving, especially with tyre wear. Once the tyre wear gets in, that Ferrari could really rip you. And looks like we have another one to come and join our chat. Charles might be joining us very soon. And we're about to start our qualifiers for tonight. And we're off. Dosi is on pole position for one side. Trinity Lio is in second position there. And we have Island Paradise right slotted up on the inside there as he's squeezing it outside. And we have Dosi going a little bit wide there. Island Paradise is also going a little bit wide there. And we have Trinity Lio, which will be taking advantage. We have a little chaos starting to get Island Paradise has gone all the way back to 10th position. We have Red Room now going into A yellow flag pit lane there. He must be a little bit angry. Peanuts now dropped to the 9th position. Andrew's fallen to the 8th position. Danny's into the 7th position. And we have not a very good start there for the night. Silver Turkey in the 3rd position. Looks like we're probably going to have a restart there for the night there. I see everybody leaving the lobby, so it looks like we're going in for a restart. If anybody has any concerns, messages about my sound quality or anything like that, please send message or post in the YouTube channel. I will try to get back to you and respond as quickly as possible. We do that right now while I'm talking. Those sets comments right now. But yes, if you send any messages, I will do my best to respond to you. If there are any issues or sound or video issues that you've noticed, please comment and let me know. Looks like we're probably doing grid check right now. That's probably our second grid check for tonight. We have some changes of the room settings. It seems the tireway is now going to be switched off. So we're going to have maybe a qualifying session with no tireway. But a message has been passed out that this is our qualifying coming up. So we have Tony Craze in pole position, we have Andrew in 2nd position, we have Kid Inc. in 3rd position, and Stephen Hossain, Island Paradise in 4th position, Silver Turkey in 5th position, Plain Films in 6th position, Pull Bull. I've made mistakes in the past to call it Pit Bull, but it's Pull Bull GT. Bob Reel 101. Again in that lovely Ferrari. Fuel consumption is also turned off, so it means we're definitely going to see fast times. So just like I mentioned before, we're probably going to be seeing the high 127s, maybe low 128s. I would like to see somebody dip into the 126s. That will be really fast time if I was to see that time tonight. But we're about to find out that. So we head back to the track now. We have Tony Craze, pole position again. Andrew on 2nd position. Kid Inc. in 3rd position. And Steven in 4th position. And Bob Reel in 5th position. Pitbull GT. 6th position, Silver Turkey in 7th position in the Mazda, and Trini Lyov in 8th position in the AMG Mercedes-Benz, Peanut in the Hyundai in that yellow and black and red livery with his name put on the side there, so we can basically see that he's Christian Alcantara, but we tend to always call him Peanut Butter. Matthew, I wanted to see what he has to put out tonight. Welcome Matthew to our series. Very nice to have you here with us. Red Room. What can I say about Red Room? Red Room is definitely the entertainment of the night with his different statements. He can definitely catch you off guard with what he's about to tell you. Lovely livery though. I love that bright green and that grey color he has there. Clean Films. Also in the AMG Mercedes, going a little squiggly in there, coming out to that corner. That corner can be quite tricky. It's a little bit of a trail braking corner. So you just have to come off that brake nicely, because if you come over it too abruptly, you're going to get that lift oversteer and probably end up either spinning or going into the sand trap if you unsettle the chassis too quickly. Daniel has also chosen the Hyundai Genesis platform. And Bob Ray that at all. See if we can get some timing in the charts here. So nobody's actually made quite a finishing lap yet. But so far we have Doso with some fastest 3 sectors. We also have Kidding coming up with the second fastest of the first 3 sectors. Island Paradise with the we have Andrew finishing his first lap in a 128.5. Kidding in a 128.57. And then Stephen actually coming in with the fastest, Andrew in second, and Kidding in third, Silver Turkey in fourth position with a 129.9. And times are changing as we still have Stephen and Andrew in first and second respectively, Trini Lyo in third, Kidding in fourth, and Silver Turkey in fifth. Let's see what Peanut can say about it as he's starting his second lap. Let's go back to the race. Let's go on board with Steven. So this is a corner, you have to brake just about here, just about the end of your rumble strip here. You don't want to turn too early as you could catch that rumble strip. And you get a nice exit there, not too bad. You want to run a little wide and stay on the left hand side there. Your braking point is just about the guard booth on your left hand side there. You're going to brake a little bit. Don't turn too early because you can go into the grass there. And your braking point just by this first point of the first bollards there. Love you turning a little bit on the wide side there, a little squiggly, so he's going to lose his top end speed as he comes out on the finish straight away. The braking point there is just about the 100 board, and he's turning a little bit too early and not being able to brake, so he's gone a little bit wide there. So it looks like he's going to reset his position and decide, you know what, I'm going to throw the lap in, not bother. So let's head to Danny Boy and see what Danny has to say about his lap times. Danny is now headed to that brake trailing corner I was talking about earlier. Turning right here, you wanna... Not a bad corner at all, not bad at all. Our next braking point is to stay on your right hand side there and just brake just before that 50 board there. And you don't want to turn it too early again, it's also a late apex corner. You want to stay wide here and stay on the right hand side. Brake just in the rumble strip. You want to stay right in the middle. Now go on to the left. Again, the braking point is just on that left hand side, just behind those two stewards there. Turn it a little early, a little bit in the rough. Maybe not modulating his brake and throttle as best as he can, not being smooth enough to come to the little corners, but his lines are pretty good. As I spoke there, I gave him the normal curse, commentator's curse. He's gone a little bit wide and sacrificed all of it, and he's gotten a penalty on top of that. Let's go down to Clean Films. Clean Films is making that sweeping corner. That's a little bit of a brake a little bit late there, kind of below and settle his car there. Maybe he wants to stay a little bit on the right hand side there before he turns in here. Penalties. The penalty burning spots is just on your right hand side of the straightaway, as well as the after the third corner on your right hand side. So let's go on board red room. That braking point is just before the 100 board. This is a very sharp turn, right turn here. You don't want to be on any throttle at all while you're trying to turn around corner, or else you're going to get terrible on this day. That corner is a little bit of a negative camber or reverse camber. Braking point just before the 100 watt again. Probably want to come down the second corner. You went a little bit too deep. You want to stay on the right on the inside when you're turning in. Just before the 50 board. Turned in a little too early. Sun is straight away. Braking point is just before the stewards on the left hand side. So the stewards doing the red coveralls. Braking point is the bollards, the double bollards that you see on the left hand side that you just passed. Let's go on board with Danny. In fact, you know what? Let's go right up to see if the fastest lap racer for tonight, fastest lap has been done by Stephen Hossain, Island Paradise. Didn't want to say it again, but this on board with Stephen on the Dodge Viper, which some people are complaining is a little bit of a slightly unfair advantage of a car. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that with the right tools, some other drivers can best the times of the Dodge Viper. But that being said, I wouldn't say there's an unfair car. Maybe some cars that are better suited for some tracks, whereas some cars are better suited for others. Just as I spoke with Andrew Massa, and Andrew Massa has been able to best the time of the Dodge Viper, but not by much, by 0.075 of a second. So not much at all. Steve has lost it. Let's move up to Andrew. Let's see if he can make maybe a faster time. He's doing actually very good exit before that speed there. As our Marshal of the night has announced that our qualifying is finished, but he's allowed to finish this lap, so this is his last chance. Let's stay on board with Andrew and see what time he makes it. 126, 127 is finished, it's a 128. So our times for tonight are 128.3 by Andrew Massa, second place at 128.4 by Bob Rail Kidding with a 128.4. Trini Lyo at a 128.7, Tony Craze at a 128.9, and then we have Luke with a 129.1, Peanut Butter with a 129.1, Silver Turkey with also a 129.1, and it seems to be the rest of you go all the way down to Klein is 129s, and then we have Matthew joining in. Final position there with a 131. We're going to have everybody remain on the track before we start our first race for tonight. But just as those qualifying times has been posted, those are going to result on their grid positions on the starting line, and that is how we're going to start tonight. This is going to be a good race tonight, guys. I wait to see what's going to happen. As I make a quick check to see if anybody said anything in the chat. Choppy audio from our commentator. Can't actually hear you at the moment. Stream is good from my end. So that I can't race tonight. Hearing you good, Mark. Just getting a bass thump. Might want to turn down the gain on the mic. Yeah, I'm here. I'm having some issues with this microphone, having a very low output. So I'm having to use quite a lot of gain right now. Something that I'll have to work on after the stream. I just didn't want to mess with it right now, just before this event started. Next thing you know, we made it even worse. So I'll work on that for later, but it can get to the point where it can max out. I understand that. Would you prefer it to the down a bit? Comment and say. I will listen and respond. I would imagine our audio is not as terrible as it was last time. I think our last live stream, I really had a bad issue with a bad headset, with a microphone, with a bad circuit board, where there was a lot of cross-talk feedback between the speaker drivers to the microphone. So no matter what settings I did thinking that it was a setting issue, it actually was a circuit board issue in my headphones. It took me a while to solve that or find that problem. Hoping I'm not going to have this problem. This current headset I have on is a little bit of a backup headset. I noticed when I plugged it in, the output was a little low, so hence the reason why I have such a high gain. I'll work on that for our next live stream. So we're about to start. First race for tonight, guys. This is our first race of the Calypso Racing Season 1 Race 1 Sprint Series.
I'm rocking.
We're waiting to start. And we're off. Green, green, green. We have Andrew in first position and Steven in second position. We have a nice lineup there. That's what we're waiting for. That Steven goes to try a little bit of the defensive side there because he doesn't want to get in pressure here. Andrew just about going on the wide side. And Steven taking that position. Oh, wonder if we will have another start. Because Andrew up. Looks like they're going to have a restart there, guys. Let's see what he's jumped out. Looking like a restart, guys. Restart, restart. So it looks like the fuel setting was put on. So fuel was fully qualified as there was no fuel burn. Sorry, fuel burn or tire wear. So it looks like he's going to change the lock settings to put on the fuel burn as well as tire wear. As those are settings that are supposed to be on for tonight's race. Supposed to be events will be based on a specific amount of tire wear and fuel burn settings. That will affect different strategies for different events based on the amount of fuel or tire wear that is accounted for that. So back again, race quickly again. The fuel consumption is at times 4. this announcement. I have a second microphone here. So, want to wish to try and set up something and add something bad set up tonight. I'm hoping maybe we can get some live commentary assistance with our local comedians, Gavin and Charles. He's also a very competitive voice traveler. Poet. Gavin is now currently setting the current position. He is currently hosting this event, so he's on that is setting the positions. We started in order based on the times, qualifying times that people have done previously. Andrew started the fastest lap time position just before the timer. Remember, Stephen and Kidding were right up at the top there too. Go back down to Stephen and Kidding. Stephen is switching off. Stephen used to be known as the Master Bantan. He's now switched over to the Dodge Viper. So, a bit of a betrayal there to the Master Bantan. But drive there. This is the road drivers there just yet. So, we're going to right now. That's happening. Not sure right now if there is any instructions being given in the lobby. So all of the racers will be in the chat lobby based on the setting up that system as well as Charles and instructions if necessary to each of the racers. Looks like we have passing a bit back here. So we're gonna start anyway. So we're about to start again. Again, guys, this is the Calypso Racing Split Series Season 1 Race 1. This is the first race of the
I'm rocking.
second one, as well as the first one, is not very obvious, especially at the start. But can be done. First and second corners are definitely Right. My mic would have been down there for a bit. That was a mishap on my own. As we're about to try again on another restart for tonight. Yes, Dimitri. I apologize. I hope I fixed that issue right now. And now you're going to see the issues I'm having with the output of this microphone being a little bit too low, and hence the reason why I'm having to run a lot of gain. I believe it's a bad sound card input. I'll probably have to switch to the next one for our next event. No worries, not something I think will be a problem. Cannot solve for next event, but you know what? We're gonna plug on and keep going. So Luke Denobberga has left the room. I don't know if maybe he's having a connection issue. Maybe I see notes there that Garvin saying that if he's stuck again, so maybe he's basically decided I'm going to try and exit and rejoin, and see if he can get a slightly better connection. TSS simulators, not to be mistaken with the PlayStation that I am on right now, which is also the TSS simulators or trap speed simulators. But Luke is on a loaner PlayStation that I lent him, as he does not actually own a PlayStation, but is quite avid in trying to come and practice and race with us. Luke is a controller player, and he's done quite well in improving over his first couple of months of playing with us. Let's go to comments, see if we have any new comments. Kick Luke out. Well, I'm not the one to kick Luke out. If they want to kick Luke out, that is up to Gavin or Charles to decide. I don't know if he's using the recommended internet settings. We normally have tested out and found that the MTU setting within the PlayStation Network settings of 1119 seems to be very effective in our past history to help issues with connections, but it's not the silver bullet to solve all problems. As we're about to start the race again, this is our third attempt at the Calypso Racing Sprint Series Season 1 Race 1. Again, we have Andrew in pole position. Steven, look for Steven going straight into that defensive position as he has Bob Real and Kidding, who are also very, very fast. So that top 4 there is, in fact, top 5 with Trini Layo is a very, very competitive class. Not to look too slight on Tony Grays, which is also going to be able to get up there. And we're off. Green, green, green. Andrew is in the first position. Steven is going to stay right in that middle point, just for that defensive point again. As he successfully there, Andrew makes a better exit out of the first corner. Steven is in that second position. Bob really slotted right up into that third position there. And he's following right nicely with that Ferrari there. As we have Trinilayo right behind there, trying to look up on the inside there, but not quite. It's not really open there. As we have a little bit of a bump there from behind there from Kidding, and who has been able to fit right up into the 5th position. So not a bad track forward there from Kidding as well. Tony Craze has been able to, looks like he's falling back a bit, and he's got the outside, which is unfortunate because we have Kidding right on that inside line there, which is going to get definitely with this long corner. He's probably going to get to that point, but he may lose a hole. Tony Craze is taken back on the inside there. As we go back up to 4th position, the Trinilayos, we have everybody in a nice single file here, so everybody's settled down, found their positions, and decided this race is a 7-lap race. So the race is not usually going to be won in the first lap, but it can definitely be lost in the first lap. So Trinidad in 4th position there, not doing a bad position and holding a nice line in that sweeping right corner. Let's go back down to Tony Grace, which is also in the draft at Trinidad. We have Kidding that's opened up a little bit of a gap. Lost a little bit of a gap towards Tony Grace in front of him. He would not want to lose that gap or lose that draft of the cars in front of him. We're going to head down to 7th position with Peanut. Christian Alcantara, one of the favorites. He has a lot of fans, I would say, that support Christian. Good friend of mine, great photographer. Some fabulous shots. Look out for Christian as an upcoming fabulous photographer in Trinidad and Tobago. Silver Turkey there, taking over that Mazda Banton trophy from Stephen. But I don't think the Mazda is such a bad choice at all. In fact, I think it's a great choice for this truck. Clean films there in the AMG Mercedes, in a very unique purple livery there. We have Red Room there, and Luke going a little squiggly there as he's in the Porsche, and because of that now he's actually ended up with a penalty. Now let me explain the penalty system. So there are penalty areas or burn areas where you are expected to slow down and burn that penalty in those areas. You're kind of expected to do that. So right now he should pull over on the right hand side and burn his penalty. If he does not do that, he's gonna get an additional penalty added by either Garvin. Up, and we have somebody off there as we try to find out who. And it's Red Room who has lost it in that corner. Very unfortunate for him. Very, very unfortunate. As we go back to the front here, Andrew is smooth and calm as always. But what's new? That's what we expect from Andrew. Very, very consistent, very smooth. Great with tire wear, great with fuel. That's normally his base for his strategies. He's a kind of an all-rounder, not particularly one to go for extreme fast times. That's the trophy given to Brandon. Brandon is he fast man, real fast laps. But we're Stephen, 0.7 of a second behind, so not too far behind. Just about within that slipstream. He doesn't want to lose it, so he's just going to definitely have to stay on his toes. Bob Real sucking in right there in 3rd position on Ferrari. I really hope he can hold on to that Ferrari because Ferrari is a fast car, no mistake about it. But it's a handful to drive, quite much of a handful. We have Kidding now that's fallen back with over 2.5 seconds to the 3rd position. So he's lost that draft. So his chances of getting back up to the top 3 are going to be very difficult. Tony Craze and Peanut are definitely having a battle here. Let's stay on board with these two here and see what's going to happen. Looks like they have settled things down as we head back up to the top 3. Again here seems very tame as well here again. Andrew holding a very, very clean line. Stephen also holding a clean line, and Bob Real holding on a Ferrari quite nicely. We have Kidding also seeming to pull away from Tony and Peanut, and understandably so, because Tony and Peanut are or were battling and looking to do so. Silver Turkey in that blue Mazda. Luke in 8th position in Porsche 911. Most people have gone for the front engine rear wheel drive. This Porsche, even though it is classified as a kind of a mid-engine car, it is still a very, very stable car and is not a car to really get squirmish and turn on you too easily. So it's a car that's been developed very well, but then again the Porsche platform has been developed over series and series and series that EMG getting some pressure here from Pull Bull. As Pull Bull has gone up on the inside there. Pull Bull is going to try and make that dive on the inside there. And Pull Bull is going to take. And Clean Films is just... Oh, but we can have a little battle here. A little bit of squeeze here. And Danny Boy has been able to take the inside line there. And take advantage of the two of them fanting that. That was a great job there by Danny to be aware of what was going on in front of him. And just take advantage of what was going on. Because the two of them were going into like... Anyway, still having two of them. Pull Bull, who has looked... And the two of them, Pull Bull and Clean Films, are still battling, knowing that they should settle down because the rest of the pack is getting away from them. As we head back up to the front pack here, we have Andrew in first position still, Stephen in second position, and Bob Real in third position. As the two of them are definitely, sorry, three of them are definitely holding a clean trio line. As I remember, look at that Porsche, look at that Ferrari, like I said, a handful to hold on. Can be fast, but you have to get it just perfectly right. With that, he has lost a little bit of time to the first two. He's definitely pushing his limits again to try and close back because he doesn't want to lose it. He is actually 1 second behind the second place, so he is losing that draft as we go up to Stephen, who is 0.8 seconds behind Andrew. He is also just on the cusp of losing that draft as well, so Stephen has to do is down this job of keeping that gap down to under 3/4 of a second, because that's when the draft is at its best. Bob Real has done a great job to get it just under a second, but he's gonna have to keep plugging away. Kiddink, still in that fourth position, kind of in a lone kind of a section by itself. He's not quite connected to the top three, but then again, he's not quite in the battle to the fifth position. But Tony Craze, not to be counted out, he's only a second and a half away from Kidding. So it can be done with 1 lap to go, but it's very unlikely. We have Peanut in sixth position, who definitely seems to be someone that's solidly sitting down at sixth position. Silver Turkey at 2.2 seconds behind Peanut in seventh position. Danny in the eighth position, 5.5 seconds away from Silver Turkey. Luke Oberger, who is also looking to have a battle again. He's probably going to get a penalty for that, exceeding track limits there. Trinilayo, unfortunately for Trinilayo, does not seem to be having the best of events tonight, as Trinilayo has been one of our much faster drivers tonight. But I wonder if it's a little bit of that understeer from that EMG that's catching it out for tonight. Again, I mean, look at it. We have the two Mercedes in 10th and 11th position. Two cars that are known a little bit on the understeering factor when we're talking about a track that has really sharp turns. Let's head to our first position, who's on our final lap here, because we're in the final lap for tonight. We're into that left sweeping corner as the top three, and Stephen has closed that gap right up to Andrew as he's given the competition. So Andrew is feeling that pressure from Stephen right now, with Bob Real in third position, so not too far away. But Stephen is definitely making his presence known. He's letting Andrew, he's knocking the door. Look at him, he's pushing up behind him. He's glued to that bumper. Andrew better stick on to what he's doing, because if he takes too much pressure, but it looks like it's gonna stay so. First, second, and third is Do Say So, Island Paradise, Bob Real. Fourth is Kidding, fifth is Tony Craze, and sixth is Peanut. Seventh is Silver Turkey, and we have Danny looking to squeeze up to hold up for that 8th position. We have Luke in 9th, Trinidad in 10th, Plain Films in 11th, Matthew in 12th, Red Room finishing in an unfortunate 13th, and Pull Bull, who is still in the pits. I don't know what happened to him, but he had some issues because he has not finished the race. He's still on his 5th lap, so it seems to be having some issues. I don't think he's gonna be able to finish that race at 7 laps tonight. Now, that being said, guys, if there are any infringements made, as into penalties and how penalties were burnt away, is up for the stewards which is Gavin and Charles to look at, to be applied to after this race. So the positions may change after this race has taken place, and the steward have had some time to look at the race. With that being said, I'm gonna look at the chat and see if anybody says, Luke, look out, lol, perfect. Luke and each net, and they're off. Yes, they were off. That was a great race, guys. Unfortunate we couldn't hear from our two local, Gavin and Charles, tonight. Back on board again tonight. Sorry for the late start. We have an 11 lap race now. Our second race sprint tonight is going to be reverse grid. So we have Pitbull in the grid position, Plainfield in second position, Red Room in third position, Trinity Ryan fourth position, Matthew in fifth position, Greg in sixth position, Luke in the seventh position, Silver Turkey in eighth. Island Paradise, Steven is 9th, Peanut in 10th, Tony Gray is in 10th, Bob in 12th, and Andrew in the last position, 13th position. As we have Pitbull pulling away the gap here at a 1.5 second lead there. his way up the pack there, but unfortunately has a penalty. So he's pulled to the right hand side and give a classic example how to burn off your penalty. Pull off the racing line, burnt his penalty, came back on cleanly, slotted in without posing any problems, and is continuing his race in 6th position. We have Luke de Norberga again in 7th position, so continuing this race very in a similar position where he was before. Tony Gray is in 8th position, looking to do some battling there as well as Luke. We have some battling going on in the back there, looking like Matthew with some scuffling going in the back there. Danny in 13th position, making his way to 12 as he's just past Matthew. Steven still down into 14th position. I think he's probably suffered some bouncy dents, I should say, with others. We have Daniel in 12th position here. Bob Reel in 11th position. And Peanut in 10th position. So has already made himself in 9th position. He's really great at navigating his way through the pack. He's a very experienced sim racer, so he understands what to do and what not to do, and when to take a chance and not to take a chance, as everything is usually best as in knowing where you are and what you should do. Luke has been able to hold on in position quite a while, but he's going to be under pressure just from a little bit from Doceso and Ramasa, as we have Silver Turkey burning look like he's burning his penalty on the racing line, which should not be allowed, but what am I going to say? That looked a little suspect, I should say so. Red Room TNT in 4th position, Plain Films in 3rd, and Trinidad in 2nd. And Lio is just about a smidgen of a penalty still left there to burn off. And Pitbull in first position still. So this is the grid order so far. Pitbull is still into 1st position, and Trinidad is in 2nd with a 4.5 second lead to Clean Films. Now remember guys, this is an 11 lap race, so tire wear and fuel is going to become way more of an issue in this race rather than the first race we just saw. So the first one is a little bit more of a direct sprint. This one is going to take a little bit more of an attrition to manage your fuel and tires. Daniel is still into 12th position there, not too bad. Matthew being able to hold on in that 13th position there. And Steven having a very unfortunate night after a great result in the first race, even giving Andrew some competition there as we head back up to the top 2 with Pitbull and Trinilio. I don't expect Trinilio to be making any mistakes on his strategy for tonight. I think he's probably in a position that he's very happy to be currently right now. Pitbull GT, also somebody I think is quite practiced this event and knows exactly what he wants to do currently right now. Red Room. Oh, we've seen some pressure there as Lucas definitely dived up and took the inside there and tried to make it work, but unsettled and gone. Swallowed a little too much curve there. Andrew is taking advantage and stuck in his way all the way up to 5th position. Remember what I said earlier, Andrew's really good at making his way up the field, as he's already in 5th position on the 5th lap. Remember, he started quite down and nearly in the last position. So that's nearly a car he's overtaken every lap. Kid Inc. in 3rd position, doing a very well job. And Trinidad in 2nd position still, with still a 5.6 second gap from 2nd to 3rd position. So 1st and 2nd position seem to have a large gap between the rest of the field. So you could call it literally a small 2-man breakaway pack. Kidding is leading the main bunch or main group with Red Room looking to give him some pressure right behind him. And look at Andrew again right there in 5th position, right up on Red Room. And he's decided to take the outside line where he's going to get the inside cut in that corner. Andrew is about to try and outbrake him. We're going to see what he can do. You know he's going to try to go for the exit speed. Not being able to make that one stick there, but that was a wise choice. Wise turning in the corner. Tony Craze there also looking at what's going on behind him and saying, you know what, guys, if you two of y'all can't pull this off cleanly, I'm right there behind y'all to take advantage. But you know, the battling continues to take place between Andrew and Andrew being able to squeeze his way on the inside there on that left downhill section there. This can be a tricky turn there. And we also have Red Room still in manage to hold it in that 5th position there. Let's head a little bit further down in the pack. We have Barbary in 8th position there, looking to get a little bit of a battle there going on between him and Peanut. I see Barbary goes a little bit wide there. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a penalty. Oh, he's definitely going to get a penalty for this. That is definitely exceeding track limits there. See, 1 second penalty. Daniel looking to have a little unfortunate race in the second event there. Falling in 10th position. Bob Reel is burning off his penalty on the straightaway off the race line. So Bob Reel is now fallen down to 10th position. Steven, again we go back to Steven. Very, very unfortunate after a fabulous race for him in the first sprint race. Luke has fallen down to 12th. Matthew is 3rd. Plain is taking up the bottom of the pack in 14th position as we make our way right back up to the top. Pitbull, who is seeing some pressure from Trinilio, who is basically right up behind him. And again, this is still the two out in front with a over 6 seconds gap over the 3rd position. But that being said, look at who's in 3rd position. Andrew Dose Somasa. I told you all to look out for him. I told you he was going to make his way through the pack. Now the only question is he going to be able to close that 6 second gap and being able to dislodge the Pitbull and Trinilio from that 1st and 2nd position? It's a good question. But while he works on that, let's go back down to 4th position and see what Red Room. Red Room is at 2.2 seconds behind. And looks like he's leading up a pack of 4 behind him, with Kidding right there behind him, and Tony Cray is looking to give some Kidding some issues as Tony is able to take the cut on the inside and make a good pass there. It's a great job there done by Tony. Very unfortunate for Kidding, but a great job done by Tony. Kidding is probably looking to stick that back at him, but no, he was unable to, as Tony, he gets his braking point perfectly. Gets a little squiggly on his exit speed there, but I don't think that's going to be enough for Kidding to make a reapproach and take back that position. As Tony, Kidding has a little look on the inside there, but Tony goes defensive. A little bit of squiggly on the exit again, but again, I don't think that's enough for Kidding to be able to make back on him. Remember, these are both the Corvettes, so they are they are identical in their performance aspects. So this is all of the driving skill between the two of them. Tony Gray is looking a little bit more like he's been able to consolidate that pass a little bit as that gap has opened up a little bit to a little bit over 3/10 of a second. But nope, I said that too quickly. Because Kidding has been able to close back that gap, and he's right up in that bumper again. If I was Tony, I would go into that defensive position and not allow him to go up on that inside, as he does. And Kidding has decided, no, I'm going to stay outside, and he goes for the inside cut again. And Kidding is able to return that favor and take on the inside line, the same move that Tony was doing there. So it's a back and forth battle. Some great battling going on here between Kidding and Tony. As Tony is now, as Kidding is now, as Tony He's going looking for the inside line again. It's a battle of the Corvettes. They're looking like they're gonna come up alongside here. We have two of them side by side. Wow, what's gonna happen here? And he better look up. He just got that rear tire out in the dirt a little bit. So it's sacrificed. So he's gonna have to settle back and pull back again and give Kinnick back that lead position again. But I don't think this battle is over. I think Tony Curry is gonna be backing him again. Let's take a quick look at the lead here. Again, we still have Trinilayo here and Pitbull here with it. And now look at that gap. That gap is just about 4 seconds. So Andrew has been able to pull 2 seconds away from that gap. But I don't think it's enough as there's only one more lap to go. We're going to have a real drastic issue. But let's go back to that battle. That fantastic battle between Kinnick and Tony. And that being said, there's a second battle screwing up here between Peanut and Red Room. We're gonna have to try and do our best to look between these two little battles going up here to finish up the grid. Tony is sizing up himself to get in that position to make his move again. Because a little sideways, but he's in the draft still. We have Kinnick going in a defensive line, and he's gone all the way across. I said they're going in side by side once again. And they're doing it over again. Kinnick takes on the inside line. Tony is able to hold on the outside line, but this is a long superior. And Tony has been able to make the switch back on him. Great move, but not being able to make the pass. A lot of battling there. Great defense by Kinnick. He's been able to defend and go on the defensive line when needed, and then switch back up to the race line when it counts. So great driving by Kinnick and Tony. Let's switch back here to Peanut and see what that battle is. Looks like that settled out a bit as that gap has opened up a bit. Actually, no, my mistake. Peanut has been able to take that 6th position. So, oh, look, Tony has managed to get a penalty. That's unfortunate. That was a great battle was going on there. So we have Kinnick. Seems to have to solidify that position. Let's go up to as we're in the final lap, let's go up to that first position, Trinilayo, who is now in 2.4 seconds lead over Pitbull. And Pitbull has a 2.5 seconds lead against Andrew. So it looks like, unless he makes a drastic mistake, it looks like the first two have been able to hold that lead throughout the entire event, and Andrew has not been able to pull up that gap to get within the first two. But you know what? Andrew made it all the way from the back of the pack to the podium. Fantastic race by Andrew. Kinnick is still in that 4th position. He has a decent gap, which is a little over 1.5 seconds away from Tony, which is in 5th position. So I would imagine he is not going to be contested for that position. Trinilayo is making it away on the last sector of the course. This is the sharp right just before the straightaway. As he gonna make, so Trinilayo is gonna finish 1st place, Pitbull in 2nd place, Andrew in a fabulous job done in 3rd place. Kinnick is gonna come across in 4th place into the night. Tony in 5th, Peanut in 6th. We have Red Room in 7th position, Bob Reel in 8th, Danny in 9th, Steven, unfortunate for Steven, 10th, Luke Denoberga in 11th position, Silver Turkey in 12th, and Matthew finishes off in 3rd place, and Clean Films in, don't know what happened to him, I'd have to look back at the review, in 14th position. Some fantastic racing tonight. Maybe next event we can sort out some issues and get some additional commentary from Charles and Charles and Garvin for our next event. Thanks guys for joining. I hope to see you all again for the next event. That's it for tonight. The next one will be the curb series. We'll give you We'll send out announcements on when our next on the information index race very soon. Thanks guys, good night. My name is Mark Pogson from Trap Speed Simulators. I hope you enjoyed. Say any comments and have a good night.